Facing civil war, drought, and famine, more than 1.5 million South Sudanese have sought refuge across the borders in Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, and Sudan. Several 100,000 people have come here to Gambela in western Ethiopia, leading to a doubling of the region's population in just a few years. This unprecedented influx has increased pressure on the local environment, as the refugees fell trees to meet their needs for wood fuel for cooking. In the long run, this will be unsustainable, as the forests will be destroyed. It is also causing tensions between the refugees and the host communities to rise further. When displacement camps are created, it is often in the belief that they will be temporary. In reality, the average age of such camps in Africa is more than 20 years. Bukli Kong came from South Sudan 3 years ago with her 6 children. They live in one of 7 camps set up in Gambela to house the wave of refugees. Her family receives food, but in order to cook and boil water, she must venture out of the camp and gather firewood, a trek that has grown longer and more dangerous as the trees in nearby forests have been cut down for fuel. Book's journey to collect firewood is not only exhausting, but treacherous. Her path passes through the refugee camp and close to communities of other ethnic groups, and across the habitats of animal predators. For the foreseeable future, refugee families like Book's will continue to rely on wood as their main source of energy. But without sustainable practices, the huge demand will degrade further the nearby forests, significantly worsening living conditions for all people in the region.
If action is not taken, it will destroy our environment, and the degradation will be very, very quick. So that's why FAO Ethiopia, with the government of Ethiopia and UNHCR and support from donors, we are trying to face the situation.
An FAO project in the Gambela region is working to support the energy needs of the large refugee community in order to reduce the negative impacts on local forest resources and alleviate the pressure on the host population. Together with the UN High Commissioner for Refugees, FAO is monitoring the amount of wood fuel produced, collected, and consumed. Using satellite imagery and a national forest inventory, they are supporting the development of sustainable forest resource management together with Ethiopian forest experts.
The growing number of displaced people in this region and the associated wood fuel demand for cooking is causing a significant increase in forest degradation and deforestation around the refugee camps. It is indeed crucially important that we develop a coherent strategy that enables the most vulnerable people to have access to energy and clean and efficient technologies, while fostering good practices to reduce wood fuel demand and environmental degradation.
Displacement camps are also starting to reforest degraded areas by establishing multi-purpose tree plantations to help meet energy needs and reduce environmental degradation. The added value for the refugees and host communities is that such activities also create opportunities for them to generate income. More abundant stocks of wood should also reduce the burden for women like Book, who will face a shorter trek to gather their only source of fuel.
Once a large number of displaced people have been installed in an area, it is very difficult to balance the wood demand with the local supply. And therefore it's critically important to start the supply planning at the very early stages of displacement.
Developing sustainable forest management plans in crisis-affected areas offers far-reaching benefits for the environment and for the local populations, who will have greater personal, economic, and food security from the forests while replanting will help mitigate the effects of climate change.